Today I have two more names and attributes to share with you, and that is Al-Lateef and Al-Khabeer. Yesterday we spoke about Al-Basir and we spoke about As-Sami'. Today, two attributes that are in many ways relating to those two are Al-Lateef, Al-Khabeer. Al-Khabeer is mostly linked in the Quran with Al-Hakim and Al-Alim, and these two attributes we've discussed in the past. And to begin, I say the Creator Subhanahu establishes that He's fully aware of the subtleties of His design. Subhanahu, He's nothing is beyond His scope. Nothing is overlooked by Him. And there's a beautiful verse in Surah Tabarak, Surah Al-Mulk, that emphasizes this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَلَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ خَلَقَ وَهُوَ اللَّطِيفُ الْخَبِيرُ. Doesn't He know the one who created? And He is Al-Lateef, the subtle and the acquainted. One of the very powerful surahs in the Quran, Surah Qaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. We've created the human being and we know what his nafs whispers to him. We know the thoughts that are going on inside, and we are closer to him or her than the jugular vein. Brothers and sisters, this emphasizes that there isn't a moment in which His awareness subhanahu is hindered. That's why in another verse Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا تدركه الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار وهو اللطيف الخبير. The eyes of His creation cannot encompass Him, cannot fully comprehend His essence, but He is fully acquainted and fully aware of His creation. So Al-Lateef, what does it come from? What does lutf mean in Arabic language? They say al-lutfu fi الشيء رقته واستحسانه وخفته على النفس. Something that is latif is something that is very easy, something that is very gentle, that doesn't carry any burden or hardship or any difficulty. And this attribute of Allah Azza wa Jal, Al-Lateef, is a very hope-inspiring attribute, especially in these difficult times. Take, for example, the story of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, when he used this attribute in the very end of his life, after everything was cleared up between him and his brother and his parents, and they came to Egypt. He said, وَقَدْ أَحْسَنَ بِي إِذْ أَخْرَجَنِي مِنَ السِّجْنِ وَجَاءَ بِكُم مِنَ الْبَدْوِ مِنْ بَعْدِ أَنْ نَزَغَ الشَّيْطَانُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ إِخْوَتِي إِنَّ رَبِّي لَطِيفٌ لِمَا يَشَاءُ إِنَّهُ هو العليم الحكيم. Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has showed me His ihsan, His excellence, when He brought me out of prison, and He brought you from the desert and from a faraway land. وَجَاءَ بِكُم مِنَ الْبَدْوِ مِنْ بَعْدِ أَنْ نَزَغَ الشَّيْطَانُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ إِخْوَتِي. After the shaitan got between me and my brothers, He then said, إِنَّ رَبِّي لَطِيفٌ لِمَا يَشَاءُ. There's a beautiful verse in the Quran that says, Allahu latifun bi'ibadih. Allahu latifun bi'ibadih. يَرْزُقُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَهُوَ الْقَوِيُّ الْعَزِيزُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, He is the subtle, He is the compassionate, He is the gentle with His servants. He provides for whomever He wills. يَرْزُقُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. And He is al-qawi, He is the capable, He is the strong. And He is al-aziz, the mighty. He subhanahu, brothers and sisters, is Al-Lateef, and it means, in another sense, the one who facilitates the affairs for His servants. Al-Lateef هو الذي ييسر للعباد أمورهم ويستجيب منهم دعاءهم. And in this, the believers empowered by the words وَمَا تَوْفِيقِي إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. The essence of my tawfiq and success is only with Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Lateef. He is the one who facilitates our existence and then our livelihood. He blessed us with ni'mat al-ijad and then ni'mat al-imdad. He blessed us with existence and then He provided for us after He caused us to be. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. Has the human being ever come upon a moment in existence when he was nothing of mention? Of course, every single one of us came from non-existence into existence, and then had Allah Azza wa Jal support every step along the way. Al-Lateef will help us get through every difficulty that we face. Brothers and sisters, Allah is Al-Lateef, and in another sense, it means He is the one who is unseen to His servants, yet He's always with them. وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. This meaning is used in one of the verses in Surah Al-Kahf, as it says, فَلْيَنْظُرْ أَيُّهَا أَزْكَى طَعَامًا فَلْيَأْتِكُمْ بِرِزْقٍ مِّنْهُ وَلْيَتَلَطَّفْ. That what this usage means is that the fitya, the young men of the cave, when they awoke from being in a state of minor death for a very long time, when they awoke, they did not realize how long they had slept. And the sleep is, of course, considered the minor death. And they told one of the members of their group to go to the town and get some food and to have lutf, meaning avoid being seen. Brothers and sisters, in this sense, Allah is unseen to His servants in this dunya, yet He's always with them. But when it comes to the afterlife, He will give Ahlul Jannah the ziyada, the ni'mah, the great blessing of seeing Him subhanahu. لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا الْحُسْنَى وَزِيَادَةً مَا هِيَ هَذِهِ الزِّيَادَةُ رُؤْيَةُ اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ. For those who were people of excellence in this dunya, they will get excellence in the akhirah and more so. What is this extra? It is seeing Allah Azza wa Jal. وُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ نَاظِرَةٌ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهَا نَاظِرَةٌ. وُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ نَاظِرَةٌ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهَا نَاظِرَةٌ. It will see, the believers will see Allah Azza wa Jal in Jannah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Lateef, meaning He's the unseen to His servants. But as soon as the servant leaves this dunya, all that was unseen will be crystal clear. فَكَشَفْنَا عَنْكَ غِطَاءَكَ فَبَصَرُكَ الْيَوْمَ حَدِيدٌ. We've removed from your eyes the veil. Now you see everything for exactly what it is. That is Al-Lateef, brothers and sisters. Al-Khabeer. We slightly discussed this attribute of Allah Azza wa Jal yesterday when we said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only hears, He's not only a Samir, He knows. And He not only knows, He's not only Al-Alim, He is Al-Khabeer, the acquainted one, the one who the subtleties of His design never fade from His sight. When the hypocrites, brothers and sisters, attempted to conceal their hatred to the Prophet ﷺ, Allah revealed verses in the beginning of Surah Hud that say, أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ يَثْنُونَ صُدُورَهُمْ لِيَسْتَخْفُوا مِنْهُ أَلَا حِينَ يَسْتَغْشُونَ ثِيَابَهُمْ يَعْلَمُ مَا يُسِرُّونَ وَمَا يُعْلِنُونَ إِنَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. They thought that if they speak in private conversations, in the cover of night, if they whisper to one another, that which they conceal towards the Prophet from hatred and animosity will remain hidden, but it's not hidden to Allah Azza wa Jal. Even when the individual is having private conversations in complete seclusion from the eyes of any other human being, Al-Khabeer subhanah, the acquainted, is with His servants, aware of the subtleties of what they're doing and what they're thinking. This is a beautiful name of Allah Azza wa Jal. Sometimes an individual might do good things, and this is another way to look at this attribute. Sometimes an individual might do good things for people but not find it reciprocated, or it's not even appreciated. But Al-Khabeer subhanah, the acquainted one, reminds that it won't be in vain. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُضِيعَ إِيمَانَكُمْ. Never will your faith be in vain. He uses his attributes when He mentions sadaqat, when you do acts of goodness and they're not appreciated. Remember this verse. إِن تُبْدُوا الصَّدَقَاتِ فَنِعِمَّا هِي وَإِن تُخْفُوهَا وَتُؤْتُوهَا الْفُقَرَاءَ فَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. In the end of the verse He says, وَاللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ خَبِيرٌ. He says subhanahu, when you make your charities apparent to people, then blessed are they as long as you have a good intention. But when you conceal it, it's better for you. And in the end of the verse, He says, and Allah is acquainted with what you do. Meaning that if human beings don't appreciate your acts of goodness, don't feel a sense of hopelessness. Don't feel that it's going to go to waste, because Al-Khabeer will not overlook it. Al-Khabeer subhanahu is fully aware of it. Take a look at another verse in Surah An-Naml that shows us how this attribute Al-Khabeer is used in the Quran. This verse says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who created the mountains, there's a natural phenomenon in these mountains that plays out into His creation and how we should perceive our actions. وَتَرَى الْجِبَالَ تَحْسَبُهَا جَامِدَةً وَهِيَ تَمُرُّ مَرَّ السَّحَابِ صُنْعَ اللَّهِ الَّذِي أَتْقَنَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ إِنَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَفْعَلُونَ. This verse says the following. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and you see the mountains thinking that they're fixed in their place, very rigid, not moving at all. وَتَرَى الْجِبَالَ تَحْسَبُهَا جَامِدَةً, when in actuality, وَهِيَ تَمُرُّ مَرَّ السَّحَابِ, when in actuality the mountains with the tectonic plates are moving just as the clouds will move. And this will especially be the case when on the Day of Judgment, when everything will become flat and nothing will remain, no mountains or curvatures in the ground at all. وَهِيَ تَمُرُّ مَرَّ السَّحَابِ صُنْعَ اللَّهِ. This is the creation of Allah Azza wa Jal. الَّذِي أَتْقَنَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ, the one who perfected all things. إِنَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَفْعَلُونَ. He is fully acquainted, subhanah, with all that you do. So Al-Khabeer is the one who knows the motives and the thoughts. He knows the background and the circumstances. He knows the essence of everything and all the possibilities. Al-Khabeer هو الذي يعلم البواعث والخواطر ويعلم الخلفيات والملابسات ويعلم حقيقة كل شيء ويعلم الاحتمالات. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizes this when He speaks of the cycle of life. أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ اللَّهَ أَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً فَتُصْبِحُ الْأَرْضُ مُخْضَرَّةً إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَطِيفٌ خَبِيرٌ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, don't you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala causes rain to descend from the heavens, and then the ground comes forth with greenery. And then He says in the end of it, Inna Allah Lateef. Allah is subtle and He is acquainted. Al-Khabeer, brothers and sisters, is an attribute that leads to ihsan. Whenever you find your mind or heart stray to where it shouldn't be going, or thinking in a way it shouldn't be thinking, or you find your limbs doing something they should not be doing, remember Allah Azza wa Jal says, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ ذَلِكَ أَزْكَى لَهُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا يَصْنَعُونَ. Say to the believing men, and also in the following verses says, say to the believing women to lower their gaze and to guard their private areas. That is more pure for them. Indeed, Allah is Khabeer. Allah is acquainted with all that they do. These two attributes, brothers and sisters, give us a world of reflection on our actions, on our existence, on Allah's actions, and on His relationship with every single one of us. Al-Lateef and Al-Khabeer, the subtle and the acquainted. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us of those who grow stronger in their relationship with Him with every passing day. And I pray that He makes us of those who understand Him subhanah through His names and attributes. Allahumma ameen, Allahumma ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.